Well, hello everyone. I am going to do a demonstration on two canvases. This is a 12 by 12, and I saw an oil painter use PPA. It's like a glue. This is a really good archival type of a glue, and several coats of gesso on the canvas before painting their painting. Now, most of you know I love the raw canvas. I love painting without having to worry about covering up. I like the paint to soak in. But I wanted to see what would happen when I added this glue with some gesso, maybe several coats. The difference between painting a painting on the canvas versus not. What it looks like. I know there'll be different reasons why you may want a smoother surface than something where the paint soaks in. So that's the demo I'm going to do today. So I'm going to start with the canvas, and I'm going to go in with the glue. In fact, I think I'm just going to open this. I hope it's not dried out. And put that on. This will take several layers, so there'll be some breaks in between. I'm going to use a foam brush. Spread it out. This canvas comes already gessoed, slightly gessoed. But I can tell by the way this is going on, it's a thirsty canvas. So let's put some more on. So we'll let that dry. Okay, let's let that dry. It'll be a little bit, and I'll come back and add some more. All right, the glue has dried on this. Now I'm going to go in with at least one coat of gesso to start on top of the glue. I can already tell that the thirstiness of this canvas is gone. If I were painting oil, I would add a lot more layers. Since I'm adding acrylic, I'm not going to add as many layers. But this will definitely take a while to dry. Okay, so let's let that dry. I will go in and add another layer. Okay, it's been about a day, and this canvas has dried. Now remember, we did, and I guess I'm talking because it's been a day or so for me, but it was the PPA. It's a like a glue, and then I did 2 coats of gesso on this canvas. And this canvas over here is nothing. I normally do not put gesso on my canvases, but for this project or this demonstration, I wanted to see how they paint, and I'm going to do some acrylic inks and some charcoal and like some water, some high flows, how they're going to react, if there's going to be any difference. Probably going to throw in some heavier acrylic. So let's just get started. Again, this is the one with the gesso, and this is the one that is raw. And if I run my hand, you can actually hear. I feel this is smooth, and I feel little bumps and texture on here. So let's kind of just do the same thing with both and see what we think. I can already tell even by drawing on here, I feel a smoothness, not necessarily see a smoothness. Let's do a heavier, this is the art graph. I don't know if it's a charcoal. I have to look it up. It's an art graph and see what that does. We'll put some water on that. It's going on the same. Now let me get some water. I'm going to do a nice thick brush and do some water. The water is pretty clean. The brush may have had some. No, I think that's coming from the actual crayon, the art graft. So it's really pretty. So far, this is soaking in more. If you were here personally, you might see that. This kind of just is sitting on top. And I see this kind of separated a little bit. Let's add some white high flow into the mix here and see what that does. I use white high flow a lot. Just pushing my brush through. You can see now the texture here of the canvas poking through. And I would assume on this one, I won't be able to see that. No, I cannot see the texture bleed through on this one, which is in itself is just a preference thing, what you want it to do, but I see the texture. Let me see if I can get this closer to the camera. You can see the texture there. Okay, let's throw in some acrylic ink. This is Indian yellow. This is FW. Just basically writing in. Now I'm going to go in with a brush. So I always put my lids back on here because I spill them. So I can see a definite difference in the way the canvas is reacting. Here it's very smooth. The paint is sitting on top. And here I can see it soaking in. I really like, this is probably why I've always stayed with this. I like the look of it soaking into the canvas. And this, I don't see any of the weave of the canvas coming through. Let's see what we get when we add. I'm going to use a bigger brush and add some black. I really like how it's soaking in. The black is really adding a beautiful overall um, dimension to the painting. But I do see a definite difference. Not that anything's wrong with this. And I'm sure with paintings that are like oil paintings, the you wanted to have this type of a dynamic. So let me just do a couple more things. And let this dry. It may take a little bit, but I'm going to let this dry and then see where I'm going to go from here. So all in all, I got the results that I thought I was going to get. They actually turned out to be really pretty paintings. And, you could put these up as a diptych and put them in a frame, and they would look really pretty, especially like in a gallery wall type setting, because there's a lot of extra quiet space, and you can add some reds and things like that to it. But anyway, they turned out really pretty. You cannot tell there's a difference between the two as far as one has gesso on it and the other doesn't. But I think going through the demonstration that we just did, I explained while I was doing it what I saw in the canvases. So I hope you enjoyed this. I get that question all the time. Do you gesso your canvases? Why would you gesso them? Why don't you? So this hopefully answered that question, and you could see the true example.